Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zai. You already know what time it is, man. I'm at work. It's early in the morning. I'm trying to get that. I've been trying to fix this audio and get everything on point all night. Uh, I nearly went live, but I tried it a few times and the audio just wasn't right. It's been a long time since I have any have messed with anything technically. So to get technical was just I just really wasn't feeling it. But I said, you know what, man, I got to do something because I still got things to like really get into, and plus I'm trying to test the not only the audio but exactly how the internet is running right here. Seeing that right now, I'm posted, you know, doing my little worky work. But it's funny, dude. Like I was tripping, like it just goes to show you. I remember one time when I was busted, there was a black dude, an older dude, and he refused to go to the yard in the hole with the Northerners because he felt like they weren't allies. And even though he ended up, being put in the bad, he was already older anyway. It's probably like almost in his 80s, and he just refused to go to Europe because he was like, I remember at one time when we weren't allies, and I could just hear him, on the tier. He's like, so I'm not going out there to kick it with them dudes. And at first I was like, man, you know what? I really was like, well, they are your allies. You know what I mean? You've been dealing with them for so long. It's like they're your allies. But I'm starting to see what he was talking about because the energy of the Northerners a long time ago used to be a lot different as far as like the way they talk, the way they dress, the way all their verbiage sound like as if they were black themselves. And they like to say, because it's we grew up around them, which is understandable because even though they like to talk mess about me, I grew up with the South, so it's like. But when it comes to me, it's always like some little comments trying to be disrespectful. It's funny because at all through my comments, all through my DMs, there's always like one, two, three, or four of them fools like a week that comes to my DMs. They like to use the black S word, and which is funny. And then a lot of them use that hard ER, and it's like it just goes to show you exactly what type of voxer that you're dealing with. Because at one time they were riding these fools, and now all of a sudden they're no longer aligned with them and they're aligned with other people. They switch up and their true colors come out. And it's funny, they like to talk about homies from the South being disrespectful and racist, but they're just as racist as down here. In fact, they think they're better because they feel like they're more militant. And that's why, dog. Like, what I mean? I trip. Like, even the fools that be like, I'll be seeing them in the comments, with the whole Drake situation. Oh, that fool, this and that. But these fools are doing the same exact thing. Like, I've literally seen cats that's in my comments talking all high powered about, black unity and black and brown unity. But then them fools that come to my comments, not even in my comments, they'll go in my DM and be like, yeah, Maya, and all these other words. And of course, it means absolutely nothing to me. I don't sweat. It doesn't bother me because I've been there and done that. Like I've been doing this for so long that words of that nature would never even bother me. It would just be brushed over, especially if you're not trying to get it. Like fools that be from a distance talking their mess. Oh yeah, you're still this. Yeah, you're right. Black is the day I came out, but at the end of the day, I represent what I represent. So it's not really on you to determine what I represent or how I represent it because I'm not from your car. Now, I've never did no disservice to my homeboys, Vodka, nor in the pen, nor in juvenile hall, nor anything. Anybody that knows me know that I've always been stumped down and stand up for it. And anything that went against the S, I've always spoke out or did something about it. Now, unfortunately, I'm at an age to where I can't really just go out and just be looking for these fools. And I won't even say unfortunate because in most cases, I say, like, I tell them when they be in my DM, you're not even worth the body. Like, you're not even worth catching any cases. Like, fighting you, just not really worth it. I mean, maybe now, like, it'll be a challenge. But, I mean, what is it, dude? I'm already old. So if that's your, your idea of catching your stripes, then by all means, if I was you, I would just smoke me, you know what I mean? Because a fight is just stupid. Like, I'm old right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you ain't gonna get no stripes off me, dog. I'm still gonna get down with you, like, regardless. And most likely, I'm gonna try to remove you anyway. So it's like, you know what I mean? Remove you in a sense, like, I pick your clothes up, you know what I mean? You don't never know who watching. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, when it comes down to it, dog, like, I won't lie. Like, I say what I say, dog, but I be on some grown man stuff. Like, my whole thing is getting that money, working, and trying to better myself, dog. I really don't have no time to be, you know, dealing with I say oncoming drama. I can barely use my words. I'm tired, but I don't too much even entertain it. Like, every once in a while, food be popping, and I pop it back and just point out the fact that, like, if the proof is in the pudding. Like, for years, people have been saying disrespectful stuff and nothing has happened. Even when it was like getting popping and it was active, none of these same fools that was running their mouth was there when it was popping. Like, born in the 70s, raised in the 80s, banged off through the 90s. You know what I mean? So I was in it when it was at its height, and to be a black Southerner wasn't a popular thing, dog. But it didn't matter. I go against everything, dog, to represent what I represent. Now, I'm one of those fools that's just loyal to it, dog, regardless of the situation. No matter how many hardships I've been in, how many L's I've taken, and I'm not talking about physically, but just, when you think you're cool with somebody and find out them fools ain't really fucking with you like that, and it's like you learn to just let it bounce up off you, dog. You know what I mean? And then a lot of them cats have got in the end anyway. You know what I mean? Just trying to be fake. And no, but that's all I'm saying. Like, this whole video was just about the true colors of these fools. Like, these fools were so far on these fools werewolves. Now all of a sudden, because they no longer align with them fools turn into the biggest clan members. Don't they talk mess about the S? Oh, you align with skinheads and you align with this, but these fools literally being spanked right now and take on the whole rhetoric. Like, you fools are essentially becoming what you said you hate the most. And it's more than apparent, because some of you fools that I talk to, I know for a fact, just your get down and going through your stuff, that you were probably somebody on the street, and not somebody that's like some hardcore killer, but you're somebody on the street. Like, you actively out there in a sense. You may not be actively out there just putting it down on food, but you actively out there. So, and the way you talk, I know exactly who you're dealing with. So to see you come and use the hard ER is like one of those. It's not disheartening to me. It does me nothing. It makes me laugh at your homeboys. Just how you say, oh, my homeboys are racist. It makes me laugh at your homeboys, like that fool Rico Reckless, or that clown's name is. Like, now he's saying he's Mexican or half Mexican, whatever, dog. Like, it don't make no difference. That's your lame homies. But like, even with him, because me and him have had words before, but you'll talk all this about the end. You say the homies do the same thing. You fools are essentially doing the same exact, not even essentially, you are doing the same thing. You're disrespecting your black homies. And all you can say is, well, he's not from my barrio, but you know what I mean? A lot of you fools are starting to switch up your talking and everything, dog. Like, but then you see your homeboys pushing a movement, and you fools sound like you're Bloods and Crips, but you're not, dog. You fools are carbon copy fucking cosplaying as, you know what I mean? Like, you fools may push that, or try to act like you're pushing a raza, but you fools are carbon copy Bloods and Crips, dog. You fools, I'll say more Bloods, because, well, even though you fools ain't on that level, but I'll say like that. Like, you fools are just cosplaying. Like, you're not even. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, that's all I'm gonna say on that, dog. Because I don't want you to think I just get on here and pop it. Like, I be trying to give guys and dudes, on how to get a job, in security and things of that nature. Food might say the Paul Blart thing, but it is what it is, dog. I'm at that age to where it's like, you don't get too many opportunities having the record that I have, or any homie of that. In that sense, that has some fools have worse charges than me, dog. Like, right now, I could go outside and I can tell you for a fact I'm gonna run into like maybe 10 homeless people. Or I'm gonna tweakers walking down the street talking to themselves. Some fools walking with fierros and hatchets. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, when I see that, it motivates me to try to get homies to go a different route with it and not get stuck in a situation to where once they get to that point, they can't get out of it. Fools also like to bring up the whole dolphin things. I'm not a dolphin, dog. Like you can look at my body and tell I ain't no dolphin. You can call me a fat boy or whatever. I don't care. See these fat knuckles too, knocking out. Like, but like, yeah, not even on no negative stuff. Like I'm trying to like balance it out, dog. As far as the music, I say what I want. You know what I mean? Anything you say in life, just be expecting that either it's gonna come back on you or just accept it when it comes. It's just like these fools on the internet right now, all these taking fades and they're gonna run fades. As long as they running it, that's all that really matters, dog. Running a fade is nothing because you're still alive at the end of the day. I mean, you might get whooped something terrible, but you're alive at the end of the day, dog. You know what I'm saying? So you live to fight another day. It's too easy to pick up this and boom, and you're gone, dog. It's too easy, dog. It don't take but a split second to release that trigger. I know some of you fools be shooting with your eyes closed and be missing from point blank, but I'm just saying it's just not hard to pull the trigger on anybody. I say it's harder to just walk away from it. You know what I mean? And that's what I would say with anybody. Just walk away, dog. It ain't even worth it, dog. The nostalgia that you're gonna feel, that momentary joy of removing something that has been an obstacle, or not even a physical obstacle, or somebody that was necessarily an obstacle to you, but the fact that he didn't get along with your neighborhood, or somebody that you may have cherished, or been solid with, you remove the obstacle out their way. So you're gonna feel that momentary nostalgia, but then when it dissipates and when you're in court fighting for your life, because I'm telling you, a lot of cats change their whole MO, their whole style, their whole stilo when they start throwing them ball numbers at you. Like when it's here, take this 60 with an L, take this 80 with an L. Matter of fact, that's 3 murders. Here, take this 100 and something with an L. I seen a sangre that I knew get 500 years. He had 500 years plus something. Dude ain't never getting out ever. He was older. He was my age. He's what I am right now. And I think at that time I was like 18, 19, still fighting my case, whatever. Looks like 18, still fighting my case. But it just goes to show you, dog. Cats will always say what they want, dude. I'll be looking at these little dudes that's in jail right now that are just trying to get out, dog. They got murders. They ain't never getting out, most likely, dog. And they just gotta live with it. And it's like they're on the internet trying to get their money any way they can, dog. Some of them are then turn to gossip, something, covering certain blogs and doing reactions and stuff like that. As much as they can do. But if they only went another way, they would have been good, dog. Like, fools can say what they want about me. At the end of the day, I'm still getting a check. My family's still straight. My kids are still taken care of. We don't need for nothing. Food's hot. Food's on the plate in the, in the stove, in the refrigerator, in the freezer stack. Like, as long as that's good, dog, and, I'm taking my son to get his haircuts and shit. Like, that's all I care about, dog. Fools can say what they want. As long as you don't physically touch me and popping in my face, like, I just keep pushing, dog. Occasionally, I'm going to get on here and get at you fools because I don't really like when fools be popping it at me like that. But I don't know, dog. All I'm gonna say is, like, just watch the whole, fools been criticizing the homies for years. Now watch these fools all switch up. They all switch up. How they see all of a sudden they don't like blacks no more. But that's what they'll tell you. And they'll talk to me and black homies and call them the N-word. But then as soon as they go back to spots like Oakland and, Sac and Stockton, fools be on quiet, dog. Yeah. That's only because we in, like, nah, dog. You're one of those fools that you might as well be like the bull, like right in the middle, dog. You don't know which way to go, dog. Fools. That's what I'm gonna say about that, dog. Hopefully everybody get your together and just realize that there's bigger things going on right now than to be beefing on the internet. But